everybody, welcome back for a teacher vlog. I'm excited to bring you along with me today. Today we are going to be painting, which is why I have my apron on, and then we are also going to be prepping for a sub for tomorrow, so I can share with you kind of how I do that and what that looks like, and then also how I prep my supplies for paint. This is only the second cycle of school and I'm painting with 2nd through 6th grade. Actually no, I'm painting kindergarten through 6th grade. Call me crazy. However, with kindergarten and 1st grade, I am going to pull a small group. So what I'm having my students paint today are dots for dot day. I try to do an all school dot activity every single year. We are celebrating dot day on the 13th. It actually falls on a 16th, which is Sunday. So we're just celebrating it on the 13th. And if you have no idea what dot day is, I have talked about it before, but if you're new to my vlogs, you just might not know. Dot Day is, actually I have the book right here. So Dot Day is celebrating creativity, it's celebrating being brave, being courageous. It's basically all about growth mindset, and it's a way of thinking that, you know, you want to make your mark, you want to try your best, and just kind of like be brave and try and see where it takes you. So the whole point of the dot is the student Vashti didn't want to draw an art, he was scared. So instead of doing anything, he really just put a dot on his paper, and his teacher then showed that she believed in him, and he took that one dot and just explored it and painted and did all of these awesome things because his teacher believed in him, and it gave him that courage to try. So this is the book. It's by Peter H. Reynolds. Love this book, and I'm going to be showing it to my older kids because my younger ones I read it to every year, but the older ones I haven't read it to them in quite some time, so it's just easier just to pull up a read aloud on YouTube and show it to them that way, and just kind of like a refresher. And I mean, it is a younger book for them, like it's geared towards younger children. However, I still think it's important for them to listen to it because it has such a good meaning, and I just am open with them about that. I say, listen, I know this book is kind of geared towards younger children, but it has really good meaning, so try to kind of see if you can pull out the meaning of the story, and then we talk about that. And then after they watch the dots, they are going to do monoprints of the dot. A monoprint is just a print that is one. So instead of doing multiple prints that look the same, you do one print and then you change it a little bit and do another print. So they're doing 2 total, but they're both monoprints because they're both going to be unique, if that makes sense. So this was an example that I did, and then I think I have another one. Yeah, and then here's the other one. That is a monoprint, and we're using really bright paints today. I want these to be really bright and stand out really well in the hallway, and just do like a whole class, or not whole class, a whole school display. This is the setup I have for today. These trays are awesome. These were here when I came into this classroom, so unfortunately I can't tell you where they're from, but they're huge and they just hold everything. And then I just tell the students to make sure everything's on this tray before they leave, and it works really well. These were also donated to me, so I don't know where they're from, but I love that they have 6 pretty deep spots for paint, and then some cups even fit right in there, so you can put your water cup in there. I don't really like to do that because then I feel like it blocks the paint from other students, but you could if you wanted to. And then I just have our brushes in here, and then a little squirt bottle of white paint. Then for this lesson, you'll need something where the paint won't soak in. So I have these, and I ordered them thinking I would use them. I never do, so I figured I would use them for these. But it's basically just parchment paper. Like it just has a glossy side, the other side doesn't. Now, I know not everyone has this, so I actually first did this lesson with aluminum foil. You can just take some aluminum foil, take a little square of it, and it works. Honestly, it might even work better. I have some here as a backup in case, you know, we run out of those sheets or something, but it works the exact same. You basically just want something where the students can paint on it, but it won't soak in because they're actually going to take a print of this. So you take your aluminum foil or parchment paper, anything kind of glossy or that, you know, the paint won't soak into, and you start designing your dot. And I just make sure that the kids know you don't have to blend the whole thing. You actually want to see where your brush touched the paper. You want to see the different colors. All right, so when this step is done, they're going to write their name on a piece of paper, take that paper, put it on top, and then press down to get that monoprint. So then this would be one monoprint, and then we are gonna probably cut them out like with an organic kind of dot shape when it's all dry. So then for the second print, they can change this in some way. So this is then called a ghost print because it's going to be a little bit lighter, but they could change it with different colors. They could use this to kind of do designs or dots or something like that, and then get their second print. Okay, so then this is my first monoprint, this is my second monoprint, this is the original. If it dries in time, I let them take this home, but otherwise they just throw this away. I mean, some of them dry in time, it just depends how much paint they put on their paper. And then these, one of them they could take home, the other I'm just going to put in the hallway, but they both just stay in the art room to dry for now. And then I'll have the kids kind of choose which one they want to take home, which one they want to put in the hallway. They all just look so different, and that's what I love about this, is it kind of breaks that barrier of students wanting to be perfectionists. They're experimenting, and every single person's looks different. So yeah, that is what we're doing today. I chunk lessons a lot of the times in the beginning of the year, and what I mean by that is how kindergarten through literally 6th grade is doing a similar lesson, and then what I do is I just kind of break down each grade level and change it a little bit just to meet the needs and the level of that grade. It kind of keeps my sanity in the beginning of the year with prep, and then also it's just a way to kind of bring the school together in the beginning of the year, and do like a community activity, and everyone's learning the same thing. Dot Day is coming up, so I'm gearing everybody for that, where we all wear polka dots to school that day. So that is a great way to kind of just start the year, and then I will branch out different lessons with different grades as we go. My room today is like 100 degrees. I don't know why. It's so warm in here, and it's been beautiful outside, so I'm thinking like I might just open some windows. What's the temperature right now?
It's 69 degrees right now.
Okay, it's 69 degrees outside. I'm definitely gonna open some windows and get some air in here because I am roasting, and it doesn't help them drinking coffee, but I need coffee today because I'm just very sleepy for some reason. I have not been feeling the best. Last night and this morning I like had no voice, and then I just have been really congested and stuffed up, and I think it's allergies and being back at school and talking all day and not used to be doing that, and just that adjustment. So yeah, I haven't been feeling the best, and I took like a Benadryl for sinuses and allergies last night, so I slept really well. I just think my body's kind of like in shock with, you know, being a teacher is obviously intense. You're going all day, and so maybe it's just a little bit of adjustment, and then also just like the allergies I think are really bad right now. If you are having allergy problems, let me know in the comments, and is something blooming. Fall is a pretty bad time for me because of the leaves falling, but they haven't started to fall that much. Like usually more like October, when they're sitting on the ground and like getting moldy and stuff, that's when I have problems. But this is pretty early for me to be feeling this way now, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, let me know if you're struggling with allergies and all of that too right now. Also, thank you guys so much for all your kind words on my video announcing my news. It was really fun and like just uplifting to read them all, so thank you so much for that. So I will put it in a card above if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you need to catch up on that vlog, because I announced a pretty big career change in that video. And then also, if you haven't checked out my wedding video yet, definitely do that. I will also put that up in a card, I never know which side, but a card above. All right, okay, so my first class is coming in pretty soon. After I have them during my lunch, I will hop on and I will show you some of the artwork that they create. I'm excited to see what they make. Before I go, I also wanted to show you something cool I just got on Amazon. Not sponsored or anything at all, I just think it's really neat. So I follow this flight attendant on YouTube, and I don't know why, because it's not like I'm interested in being a flight attendant. I just really enjoy her content, and I really like her personality. I think her name is Carrie Ann. But anyway, she was talking about this like little portable heating element box thing. So this is what it is. It is called Hot Logic Mini, and you can put food in here, plug it in, it will heat it up. It does take a couple hours, but like I a lot of times like to eat in my room. I don't always, but sometimes I'm just busy and I have to prep for a sub tomorrow, so I'm gonna be busy, and so I'd like to work through my lunch, and plus I want to talk to you guys on my lunch today too. So this just allows me to put my food in here. It heats it up. This is like the heating element, and then I can stay in my room. I don't have to walk all the way to the faculty room and heat up my lunch. Today I think I have like a lean cuisine or something, so I'm just gonna put this in here now, and then by lunchtime it should be good to go, because it does take, like I said, a couple hours, but you literally just plug it in, and it even has a little spot for the plug. It comes out right here, and then yeah, your food is all ready to go. So it's really nice if you're a traveler. She uses it for hotels. If she is put up in a hotel that doesn't have a microwave, she'll use this. And then also I think you could probably get something for your car that would take this outlet, and that way you could have it like on the road or something too if you're traveling. Amazon's so good for gadgets and stuff like that. I will link it in my Amazon store, and I will link the link to that, to my Amazon store and everything, in the description box. The lesson went really well. The kids had a lot of fun. They cleaned up really well. It was just a really good lesson, and maybe it's like the honeymoon phase, but I think too a lot of the classes this year are a bit smaller. And if you're a teacher, you know class size is everything. So it was a smooth lesson, and I'll show you some of their art. Let me show you the artwork from my students this morning. This was one of them. They're so pretty. Here. So I wanted to show you my outfit for today. I do have my apron on now because I wanted to show you that too, but this is actually from Walmart, this apron. It's really beat up and ripped. I need a new one, but Walmart does have really cute aprons. And then the dress that I have on, let me take my apron off. And then this dress I have on is from Target. It's the Universal Thread brand. I love how it like flares out at the bottom. That's so cute. And then I have on these little booties sandals from JCPenney. And then for bracelets, I have these on all the time. They're my two mantra bands. And then I got this little word one that says grateful, and then a little scrunchie in case I want to put my hair up.
What? Oh. You're making yellow!
It's a zigzag. It's like a lightning bolt.
This one.
Can I see it? Does it have a name yet?
It's a manga toy.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running, the catching up. I got hungry for the stunning high mountain tops. So I made some plans, some dreams to catch, to promised lands, to find my path, see the planet from greater heights.
The dot project went so well with the paint sticks, these things. So I grabbed some from the hallway that I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to of course cover up their names, but I wanted to show you their artwork because they just did a really good job. This is the first, or the sun is not making this easy, but this is the first one. Obviously she went outside of the circle, but I just love how into it she was. So I told her when we cut these out to make dots, she could keep the extra paper for herself and create something with it and like collage with it. I loved how engaged she was, so I just couldn't tell her to stop. It's just so beautiful. This is all first grade, by the way. This one I thought was really neat too, with the zigzag lines and the interesting design going on in the inside. And here's the one more I grabbed from the hallway. Some hearts, but some really interesting like color mixing here. I love that the paint sticks, you can mix the colors too. By the way, these are actually in my Amazon store also. You can get them on Amazon. I didn't, I ordered them through my school, but I do know that they are on there. So I have, on my Amazon store, I have a section called, I think it's like no mess art or easy cleanup art or something like that, and the temper cakes and the quick sticks paint sticks are in there. So if you're interested to get them for your class, especially if you have carpet, like if you're a classroom teacher, you want to do art with your kids but you're worried about the mess, you need these. So check that out. The link is in my description box. But yeah, I love that you can mix colors with these too. So you can teach color mixing without getting liquid paint out, which is a big plus. Like I said, if you're a classroom teacher or something like that. Or just if you're pressed for time. Like, I used to be art in a cart, and if I knew about temper cakes and paint sticks when I was art in a cart, my life would have been way different, let me tell you, because I had to go in a classroom, teach a lesson, leave, and obviously I wanted to leave the room spotless. It was stressful because I was in another teacher's space, and that would have been really nice to have these back then. As for my sub plans, same lesson, very similar, but here's the, you actually are on my sub plan cart right now, so all the supplies are like behind you. But these are the paint cakes that they will be using 2nd grade through 6th grade with the sub. It's nice for sub because you just have to fill water buckets, put them out, and then the kids just need water and their brush, and that's it. And then also for the sub, they'll be doing those paint sticks with kindergarten and 1st grade too. So I'll take the camera and I'm just going to show you like how I set things up. It's pretty normal. I just always make sure that I'm very organized when a sub is coming in my room. I never subbed. I do have to cover some classes sometimes at my school. I have subbed in that sense, and so I know what it's like to kind of just be thrown into a class and have teachers that have organized plans and make it easy on you, and then some teachers who don't, and it's very challenging. So I just always try to be very organized and label everything. That's just kind of my personality anyway. So that's my best tip, I guess, if you're going to be out, just really be on top of it. Like, if you think you're telling the sub too much, you're probably not, you know, like anything that comes to mind that might help them, leave it there for them. Right, so of course I can't show you the actual plants and everything just because it has like details that I don't want on the internet. But my supplies though, sometimes I put it back there on that counter, but if it's a lot, I have a cart that I usually just put everything on. And like I said, I label everything. So this is the stuff for 2nd through 6th grade. I have the temper cakes, both of these are like my bright ones. The cups, the 2 different kinds of brushes. Then down here I have K through 1, these are their sticks. And then over here by the window I have the book that the substitute's going to read, the plates that they're going to trace, all of this paper. I always leave it way more than they need, you know, just in case. And then 3 just coloring sheets if the kids finish early, or if she needs a filler. Like, I just always leave a backup just in case. That is it for this vlog. I am exhausted today. I painted with every single class today, and I'm exhausted. My throat is killing me. My last class, I had a student do like my announcements for me. Like, I would whisper to him and I would chime to get the class's attention. The sun is outrageous. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, anyway, I would get the class's attention with my chime, and then I would whisper to him what I wanted him to say, and he would say it for me because my voice is totally shot. My throat hurts so bad. My feet hurt. I always wear like booties and heels and things to school. Like, it just doesn't bother me. I wore these though for the first time for an all day, like teaching all day on my feet. I never sit, by the way, when I teach. I don't know about you guys, I don't sit ever. But my feet have actual like pretty nasty cuts in them from these shoes, and there's like a spot on my toes where the top layer of like my skin is literally off. So I'm hoping they just need to be worn in. I have some from Target that I wear all day and they never hurt, but I wear them all the time, so they're probably broken in. I think I just need to break these in yet. But holy guacamole, my feet hurt so bad, and I'm too tired to move to a better vlogging spot. This sun is ridiculous. But you guys, I'm exhausted. I am going to say adios. I'm going to say goodbye, go home, relax. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to the year. I really do. And again, thank you so much for all the sweet comments that you've been putting on my videos and just really being supportive and kind. So thank you. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I will catch you in my next video. Bye. Just can you guys, one more little thing. If you're not subscribed, I have to say it. Be sure to subscribe before you go. Okay.